This account, Havana, the tiny diplomat. I am all alone at my school, but I know I'm not alone. Hashtag National School Walkout. Hashtag Combine. And I responded, then who took the picture?
Yes.
Because, you know what I mean? Like, and the thing that I don't like about this is
A girl at the school walkout.
this girl is 7.
It's like all alone. All alone at the school walkout.
Don't make a social media account for your child and run it. She's fucking 7. Jesus. Anyway, that's the thing. It's just like, seriously, like, this person is just like, it's like, it feels to me similar to like someone who like is like a, like, not like a child, you know, like a child actor, like the parents that do that. This is a child activist, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like right wing, left wing, whatever. Fucking your kid is 7. Let them go to fucking grade school. Why do they have to be online? Like, come on. That's not cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when I was 7, I was just like, I'll do whatever my parents say. You know? Like, I don't know.
My wife won't even use my kids' names on Facebook.
No, don't.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just dumb because, like this person literally just basically got 1 billion retweets today. You know? And it's just like, this is just like that fucking shit. That kid, remember the kid, the kid that got milkshake ducked?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yodeling kid?
Yeah, like the
kid, the
I stand
kid.
with Keaton. Yeah. Not like this girl is gonna be in that way because this person isn't like doing that, but clearly this person's parents is trying to like viralize their child, basically. You know, which is why it's like the school walkout that this kid did.
Don't we have vaccines for that?
Is at
Hey.
vaccines for school walkout?
for viralizing. It was a joke.
Ah, yes, yes.
See,
yes.
John, humor
Vaccines don't work
is
on viruses.
like a funny wordplay can be a joke, or like I guess that's the only thing a joke is.
Well, yeah,
Look, all I'm saying, if your kid is under the age of 13, they shouldn't have a social media account. Because, especially Twitter. Like, seriously. There's no point to this other than trying to, like, this person's literally trying to make their child into, like, a brand. You know? Like, just like you know how, like, people, like, have a cat? That they, like, try and make,
like
like, an
Grumpy
Instagram cat?
This
Exactly, but
grumpy
this
cat.
person's literally doing it with their child. And it's like, okay, it's cool if it works out, but if it doesn't work out, your kid could get fucked up by this.
Yeah.
You know? Like, this is
Well,
not a...
and it's like, you gotta wait until they want to do it on their own and have like their own ideas, because like you're just using them as a mouthpiece for your ideas, and that's not cool.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, there's a GoFundMe account on this person's page, too, about how their kid's raising money for a book club. For African American or minority children. I mean, that's cool.
Well, I'm firmly anti-book, so
Like, I think that's a cool thing, but also it's kind of like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I guess everybody does this kind of shit with their kids, though. But, like, to do it publicly, you know what I mean? Like, because I understand, like, people that have their kids and, like, okay, I want you to do piano lessons. I want you to do this stuff. If you want to be in ballet, I'll totally fucking buy all the gear you need and take you all that. But, like, to put it online and, like, I don't know, try and make a viral thing out of it, it's like, ugh.
Join the board in the 80s Patreon and you can help us raise money for buying things.
Yeah, help us raise money
Yeah.
for buying the hosting for this.
what if
And
this
then-
kid is just gonna be like the Tiger Woods of activism? Like,
That's true.
this
I mean,
isn't
fine.
like different from parents that do that kind of stuff.
Well,
I don't know.
yeah, but also,
Like that probably isn't very
No, I
happy
agree.
either.
I mean, it isn't, and it is, and it isn't. It depends. Like, because if this kid really wants to do this stuff, like really, then they awesome. But like, this is a thing where I could see like, especially at age 7, this kid's parents are more into this than she is. She just wants to hang out with her friends and wear her cool NASA shirt and stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
That's what I want to do.
the social
But I
media
need-
part, she is
I need
not
money
in
to
any
buy a
way
NASA
aware
shirt.
of. You know, this is a kid who's eating her cereal, you know, probably reading cool space books because she's into that. And her mom's like, look how many follows you got. And she's like, that makes no sense to me because I'm fucking 7. Ugh.
Don't forget, I don't like comparing it to Tiger Woods because Tiger Woods had to overcome having a shitty first name.
Tiger's an awesome first name.
Yeah.
For an adult, not for a kid.
I think
Every kid. Yeah, if there's something to make fun of, it's gonna be made fun of. Welcome to kidhood.
Anyway, that's it. Not really a big rant. I just was like, oh, come on. Like, could you imagine if this was like some like pro-life person like making their kid like go to like rallies and shit, and like it's just like, ugh, don't get your kids in politics. They're 7. They should just be eating like fucking like Rice Krispies and, you know, playing with their toys.
Dude, I love Rice Krispies.
You can get way into politics when you're in middle school and high school. That's fine. Unless that's what they want to. I don't know. Maybe a 7-year-old has the capacity to do that, but not when I was 7. I wasn't like that. Fair enough. Anyway, that's my rant. Are we on YouTube yet? Can I check levels?
Yeah, we should be.
Cool. I think I actually have a milkshake duck this week. All right. This is me talking at my normal voice. Matt, can you go?
Hey, this is me talking in my normal voice.
All right, TJ.
Fuck! I mean, I'm talking like this.
Okay. All right. Let me just get my levels. Make sure we're good. I'm going to tune me down maybe a tiny bit. All right, here I am, Matt. Can you go again?
Hey, it's your boy. It's your boy.
Okay. Okay, I think we're good. We'll have to adjust TJ on the fly, but as long as he's not louder than you, Matt, we're good.
We'll have to adjust TJ's
Yeah.
fly.
My fly? Oh.
What?
My fly's fine.
Look at
That's like my
TJ's
fly.
working hard for that money. Not hard for it, honey.
Work hard for the money, so you better
Hey, hey, Matt, do you want to watch the hydraulic press channel? Here. Here's some tinfoil and the wrench. Whoa!
Hold
Look at
on,
it.
Let me get this
I'm
stuff
squeezing
on screen.
it.
This is gold.
Ow! I hit my microphone.
You have to have a super charming accent though.
Oh yeah. Okay, we are squeezing the tinfoil in the press. It is.
What the fuck?
Oh, this is crazy. Look at how it squeezes. This is supposedly educational for some reason.
Hey, I fucking love that channel.
I love that channel too. Alright, I'm squeezing it in the vice grip. Oh, anyway.
All right,
Anyway.
now let's eat some Tide Pods.
Oh, that reminds me of the.
Oh, God, that actually hurt my fingers because this is
I
not.
saw a YouTube
Meant to.
video of someone who made a kitchen knife out of tinfoil.
Yeah, I saw that one. That was pretty neat.
Yeah, that was a great one.
Oh, man. Oh, I actually went down a YouTube hole today and watched a bunch of videos from a new channel. It's called Defunct Land. like DEFUNCTLAND, Defunct Land.
Yeah.
It's
What
just
is
kind of a
that?
deep dive into like various closed amusement park attractions at like Disney and Universal Studios and like the history of them and why they closed.
Are we
That
not on
sounds
Twitter
like the
yet?
greatest thing ever. This
It's
is on-
really cool
this is a-
with like
it's-
like
like
videos
YouTube
and like
series?
old promotional videos and stuff. Yeah. So
Are
the
we-
guy is.
Are we not on? Are we on Twitch yet?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Oh. I kind of don't want to show this, but maybe I'll show it anyway. Yeah.
I can
Okay.
hide the screen. Okay, you're off screen.
Okay. No, just make it rain. It's fine.
I can't. Just
Sorry. That's a bunch of hundreds and fifties.
TJ's making it rain.
Make it rain.
Oh.
That's fun.
Um.
Yeah, no, Matt, you should try. You should check it out. It's the guy's like trying to. He's like cataloging all these closed rides, and he wants to like build a park made of all of the rides that no longer exist.
No, Brian. I
So,
forgot to tell Brian to come in for his on-call shift, so Stephanie was here alone.
Look, look at this. He's managing right now.
Manage.
Anyway. I like that channel though. It's neat. Guy really doesn't like Michael Eisner. So I guess that's a thing. Is Michael Eisner bad? He ran Disney in like the late 90s, early 2000s. Here, let me just see. Why does everyone hate Michael Eisner?
Oh, good morning, the 80s. I'm your host, Matt Haig. This is episode 399. 309.
300.
Here we go. Yep. It's the show. The end.
Hooray. Did we get clicks? Did we get them views? We got them views.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell. Ding
Hey,
dong.
welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 309. I'll be your host, DJ, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we ready to get started, boys?
Yeah, let's get started.
All right.
fuck.
It says we're starting soon on Twitch.
Well, not anymore. I turned it off.
All right, I'm ready.
Xbox One.
Let me just check the time so I can see how long this episode is. All right.
I'll put that up in the section here, too.
All right. Welcome. Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 309. I'm your host, John Rowe, joined by my co-hosts.
Matt Danger Hag, joined by my co-host.
TJ May.
TJ May live on location.
The cats have decided to start attacking my chair right now as we start the episode.
That's good. I heard them. I heard them yelling. All right, so this
Hey, I
has
got
become a
some-
hydraulic.
I got a weird
Press channel.
sake. I got a weird
Beer.
sake drink. Look,
What is it? A
I
can of
don't know.
sake?
it's a plastic thing with a weird little pop top. And I guess it's
Okay.
sake, and I'm gonna drink it. And
I
that's
live-
my contribution to the episode.
I live like 2 blocks from a Vietnamese grocery store, like Asian grocery store now.
Oh, nice. There's a really
know.
nice one back where I used to live.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I love that one. I would go get my
Yep.
canned
I love that one.
dairy peanut drink
Mm.
and just slam that shit. Okay, so smells like booze. It's been
Yep.
a long time since I've had sake. It's like rice wine, right?
Yeah, it's like it tastes like wine. That's what I remember from sake.
Now I did brush my teeth before the podcast because I needed to get some Oreo bits out, and I think
That's
that might
good.
be affecting the flavor.
Yeah.
But- It kind of just tastes like nothing.
Yeah. It tastes like nothing.
No, it's a little bit whiny. Like the government.
Like Matt. Oh, I just dunked on you, son.
Oh man.
Anyway,
Oh,
What have
no.
you been up to, my friends, my pals, this week? How's your week been?
I've been working on a song, as I usually am, and that's pretty
Cool.
much absorbed all of my time.
Cool.
Yeah. It's
That's
Heart-Shaped
exciting.
Box. So I've been looking into the lyrics of Heart-Shaped Box, and they're all
Are they
about
good?
Courtney Love's vagina.
Oh. All right. That's what that song's about?
Yep. Find yourself
Okay.
a man that refers to your nether regions as a magnet tar pit trap.
All right.
You need to not be on my lap right now.
Oh my gosh. Matt's got a cat.
They're just
Okay.
everywhere.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So what have you been up to?
Oh, not much, you know. Just got
All right, good podcast.
got a lot of work happening. Oh, so all right. I just want to talk. I want to rant about medical care. It's expensive. So I have an MRI scheduled on Monday. So that's
stands for
very
magical-
expensive.
Magical renal image.
Yeah, they're gonna MRI my left leg because it's weird. My left leg.
John's chart. A weird
Something's
leg.
something's wrong with my left leg. I don't know. It goes numb below my knee if I stand for a long time. So
That sounds like
I don't know. There's probably a
sudden
nerve
death
being
syndrome.
compressed somewhere. Well, the funny thing is I did the nerve test thing where they shock your leg. You know, like they hook pins up to you and send electrical impulses through. It makes your muscles contract.
yeah.
That was awful. Don't get an EMG. It wasn't that painful except for that they do the joint like right behind your knee, like, and that is a very tender area to have shocks delivered through. And they were like, all right, nope, everything's normal. and okay, that's $4,000. Like, oh, good. I'm glad everything's normal. And now I have to pay you $4,000 to know nothing more and to sign up for an MRI that costs $4,000. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm already through all of my fucking out of pocket, so let's just do it up. Let's get it all. And I'm sure the knee MRI is going to be like, well, it looks fine. Like, all right. My leg's normal. I don't fucking know. We'll see. Whatever. It doesn't hurt or anything. It just feels weird. It's like when you when you go cross-legged for a while and your leg falls asleep.
Yeah.
That just happens when I'm standing for a long time.
I get that when I sit on the toilet too long playing phone games.
Yeah, that happens too.
Or
'Cause
like
your nerves are
whenever
right
I
in the back
cross
of your
my
leg
leg.
there. So I don't know. I'm just assuming because the nerves all run through your knee. So I don't know. Maybe my knee is fucked up a little bit. It doesn't hurt. It's a little sore, but it's not like, you know what I mean? It's not like I fucking tore something because it's not like I'm in excruciating pain.
Yeah.
You know,
I got
know.
this sweet dealio that like you put pads on. It's like for muscle pain, and it sends
Oh, yeah.
electrical signals through your skin.
Yeah, that's like
And
an
it's-
EMG.
But you're not supposed to turn it up high enough that it causes actual muscle contractions. It's just supposed to confuse the nerves to block the pain
Got it.
signal. Well, it's a lot
Got
more
it.
fun if you crank it up to cause muscle
Yeah.
contractions.
Oh yeah, it's really fun. There's I believe entire YouTube channels built on people who strap those to themselves and attempt to do things while the impulses are set to super high.
Oh man,
It's really fun to watch.
I should get in on that. I could be
Uh,
the zappy guy YouTube.
Yep.
Man.
all right, it's done. New venture.
Zappy Guy
new little
YouTube man.
podcast
.com.
venture.
New venture? New
Yeah.
adventure?
Yeah, new adventure capitalists.
Yeah, there's an event this weekend.
Yeah, so there's always an event every weekend.
There's been an event every weekend.
Yeah.
It's like Lord of the Events at this point.
Yeah.
Hey.
I have a hard time keeping up with that game because
It's hard.
once you've been playing it for a while, you kind of get it. and you just literally. I think it's the number one distillation down of the make the numbers go higher game, because you're literally doing nothing but like
Yeah. Sometimes
buying
I
things to make the
wonder if
numbers
it's
go
like
higher.
a government experiment to just like train us to click
Yeah,
buttons forever.
exactly. It's like the Skinner box. It's the straight up. Oh man. Anyway, yeah. So that's what's going on with me. My leg hurts. It doesn't hurt. Sorry, my leg just goes numb sometimes, so I'm standing.
Aaron
Mostly
in
I
the chat
notice it when I'm
suggests that
like,
you should just stick a fork in the wall outlet and that might fix it.
that could, it's definitely not going to make it worse.
There's no way that could make anything worse.
Definitely not going to make it worse doing that. No, I don't know. It's weird. It's started back in November, and it doesn't really gotten any worse. It's just, I think my nerve got shimmied around in the back of my leg to the point where when I'm standing, it gets compressed on something. So that's what my doctor said. He was like, it's probably just too close to the bone.
Do you think it might be
guess they
fatal?
No, they just do I guess they do outpatient surgery where they just slip a little cut in, and then someone grabs the nerve and is like, let's put it over here. And then they shave the bone down a little bit. 'Cause sometimes you have
Sounds awful.
nodules that rub against it. I don't know. Anyway, that'll happen after the wedding. Because I got that coming up in T-minus 1 month from now.
I think they should probably just put you down like a horse.
After the wedding. Once I've performed on the wedding night and danced, drank, and it's like, all right, send me off to the glue factory. Man. So okay. So let's talk a little bit about that. We got to pick out for the DJ music that we like.
Yes.
They wanted us to pick 10 songs, just to get a feel for our musical tastes.
So Harlem Shake.
Harlem Shake is not one of the ones.
Oh crap!
All
what
of my
does the
music
fox
was
say?
all of my
Chicken
music
dance?
was 80s music.
Macarena.
Let's see here. I picked Time After Time, Don't Stop, Let's Go, Prince. I don't know, just lots of fun 80s dance songs. So, no Two Live Crew. I don't know if my relatives could handle that. But no, just fun pop dance music. And then, I don't know, Lauren picked some shit. Anyway, that was fun. I don't know I don't know how that's gonna happen. I guess I think they just are I don't honestly care. Just play music.
Yeah.
I'm not a picky person, if people want to dance to it, dance. They're like, do you have any songs that you absolutely don't want to hear? And I'm just like, not really. It's a fucking wedding. I don't know. I'm not gonna get mad because something is played for 3.5 minutes. Okay, how about not the 20-minute version of Inagata Davida? Can we strike that one off the list? Don't want that
I'm
on
gonna
the dance
request
floor.
that now.
It's too late. It's on the no list. So, anyway, no man, people can request stuff. It'll be encouraged. It'll be fun. We'll be drinking.
What's that song? Alice's Restaurant or something that's a half hour long. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
I'm
the
gonna
DJ is gonna be like, no. They know.
And I'll say, no, I'm the best man. I get to say whatever I want.
Do you remember?
Do you
remember when you were a DJ?
Go sit
Matt?
down. You're drunk. Yeah, I do.
Didn't you have to DJ at some high school or something?
Yeah, and if by have to you mean got paid sweet money for it, and it was.
Did you have fun? Did you play good stuff, or did you try and play your stuff that all the kids hated?
We just played Time After Time on loop over and over again.
Yeah. Oh, I love that song.
No, it was
love
actually
some
pretty
Cyndi
rad
Lauper.
because it was I don't know. The kids would get uppity if they didn't like something sometimes, but most of the time they were super cool about it and treated us like we were rock stars and shit.
Oh wow.
It was pretty cool.
All right, Matt loves being treated like a rock star by high school children.
Yep.
That's your crew. Why'd you stop? Why'd you stop doing that?
It's just It's just a lot of hauling things,
Yeah,
and
that's true, actually. Like, when I think about, like, the DJ that we get, like, we're paying them a fuck ton of money, I think. But also, they're, like, doing all of the ceremony and miking everything, and, like, they have a photo booth, so it's kind of like, yeah, we're paying them, like, a ton of money, but I guess, like, they're going to take care of all of the AV stuff, so...
so are they
that's
doing
a
like
lot
the
of work.
videography and shit too?
No.
Okay.
We're not doing any video. It's just gonna be photos. No video. People. The thing is like, I don't know why people pay for that stuff. Like, people have phones that can shoot HD video. Like, it's fine. We'll have lots of beautiful, well put together photos from our photographer, who's gonna stay until like 10 o'clock or something. So we'll have plenty of, you know, dance photos by then and all that, and it's like, why? I don't know. Like, people like to over document stuff, you know, I think.
Yeah.
It's going to be an experience to remember, and we'll have plenty of photos and probably a lot of dumb phone videos of people dancing, and that'll be enough, you know?
And there will be that sweet viral video where Lauren walks down the aisle to Harlem Shake, and everybody freaks out.
She already spoiled the song that she had picked for me for the our entrance dance or whatever it's called, the procession to like the reception. And she picked it for me, and it's Carly Rae Jepsen's "I Really Like You" from the album Emotion, and that is like my favorite album like as of late. So it's a great song. Anyway, you should watch the music video for that, because it's just Tom Hanks dancing and singing that song. It's really good. It's a really good music video. It's
Wait,
like
I missed the title. What was the title?
"I Really Like You." It's Carly Rae Jepsen. It's good. I think that's it. I mean, that's basically what the song lyrics are.
Yep, I found it.
Yeah, it's
I'm
Tom
gonna
Hanks.
listen to it on me.
It's just Tom Hanks dancing, going
Just
through his
Hanksing
day,
it up.
singing the lyrics of the song, going through his day, and occasionally hanging out with the people. Anyway,
I want to be like in the room when Tom Hanks gets the call to be in this video.
I know, right? Well, Tom Hanks seems like the kind of guy who's pretty cool about stuff like this. Actually, I want to mention it to the chat. Aaron in the chat mentions the John Cena theme song. Yeah, Lauren said that she wanted to do her entrance to the wedding as that theme, but you know, like just when she walks down the aisle, she wants to do the whole thing. She wants to throw her wristbands off and her hat into the crowd, and then unroll his like towel that says "respect, hustle, loyalty, respect," you know, and throw it to a kid in the audience, and then run down the aisle. But she figured that wouldn't work so well with her dress, so we're not going to do that. I think that would be awesome. I also think it would be great to like have a wedding set up where like you can have like the Stone Cold Steve Austin theme hit, and then have someone come down the aisle with a chair.
Yeah,
and
the officiator's dressed as like a ref.
Yeah. I think that'd be great. But you know, love is dead because John Cena and Nikki Bella broke up. It's so disappointing. They got engaged at WrestleMania. Who would have thought it didn't work out?
You know,
that's all right. That guy's kind of weird when it comes to women. If you know anything about their history and have watched the E! Network series Total Divas, like I have, you know that when they started dating, she moved in with him, and he made her sign like a tenant contract agreement. It was like, okay, we're just like moving in together. Weird. Yeah, he likes to keep people at an arm's length, I think, when it comes to relationships, and I think that was too much. And he softened slowly, but not enough, I guess. She was like, I don't think it's ever going to work because we're just too different. So, mutual breakup, you know, better to happen before the wedding than after. I'd say. Oh my god. So do you know what's a great thing about being a homeowner like I am?
Sudden expenses.
Shoveling your driveway in April. The fuck? It's fucking bullshit. Why? Why has this happened to us? We had 7 inches of snow on Wednesday.
It's because the government keeps seeding the clouds to turn the frogs gay.
And then it was like 50 the next day and it all melted. I was like, what the fuck was the point of this? Also, Matt, when you become a resident in a neighborhood, you join the app called Nextdoor. Have you heard of the Nextdoor app? I don't know if you can.
Yes.
I'm sure you can do it if you're a renter.
I believe
as well.
we talked about this either pre-show or during show.
Oh, anyway.
Point.
Well, anyway, on Nextdoor,
It was on the cast.
Yeah, okay. You're linked to all your neighbors. I just wanted to mention. So when the snow happened, all of my neighbors were like, "Birds. Won't anyone think of the birds? Like, the snow is ruining these birds. Put out food and stuff." I don't know. And I was like, okay, sure. I mean, it's going to melt in one day, so I don't think they're going to die overnight. They're animals that are used to this. I'm sure it's shitty, because I definitely noticed the robins looked really not happy. They're just kind of hanging out in the driveway, like anywhere there wasn't snow. And it was just like, get the fuck out of here. Like, they're all like just huddled up, and it's like, but then, you know, it's fine now. It's 60 degrees out. Like, it's just, I don't know. People like to do that. Yeah. And then
all the weak
somebody
ones are dead now. So we're improving the species.
Yeah, exactly. No. And then somebody posted, oh my God, there's like a fundraiser to stop gun violence. And like one of the first comments was like, "I've never heard of a gun being violent towards anyone. People killed." But I was like, what is this?
This is not the place for this conversation.
This is Facebook. No, why? Because there's like old people on here. So
yeah,
it's like,
it's Facebook, but like ultra local Facebook.
Why do you have to have your opinions? Like, this is not the place to have this argument, guy. Like,
I think we need to have a stinger for like a regular John's Next Door update segment.
Oh my God. Oh, it's a little bit of both too, because like there's a guy posting about how he had mice or whatever, and he was like talking about the best way to trap mice, and like, you know, he had like a drop trap or something that would drop them into a bucket, you know, so they couldn't get out, or like a snap trap that would, you know, kill them, or you know, all these other types of things. And the guy, someone was like, it's just so barbaric. You're posting this, and it's like, it's fucking, they're mice, guy. Like, you want mice living in your house? Like,
mice are.
There's like, this is so much more humane than like poisoning them. Like, why would you do that? Like, this is the way to do it, you know?
Yeah,
like,
or like fucking glue traps. Those are
glue traps are horrible. Absolutely terrible. Just use it. Okay, first off, the original mousetrap, that works really well. It's well designed. They typically work. Not well enough, honestly, in a lot of cases, because a lot of times you'll have a half-dead mouse like rolling around, and then you have to kill it yourself, and that's not fun.
Yeah.
Or your cats will bring them to you. But I haven't seen any mice in our house so far, so I think we're good on that aspect.
The cats are
we don't have
them at bay.
Yeah, our cats. We got cats.
Seasoned mousers.
So Steve would be our cat. Steve. I have to say it's our cat, because when I mention Steve, people don't know that we have a cat named Steve.
Who is a cat?
They just think we have a weird roommate who does cat-like things. No, like, you get the laser pointer out, that cat fucking 1,000 miles an hour races at it. He is so prey-driven. Like, and so it's like, if there was a mouse, he would just be on top of it. He wouldn't know what to do, but he would be on it. Like, he would be there.
Yeah, I think my cats are the same way. They wouldn't like know how to properly kill and eat it or anything.
Oh,
they
no.
would definitely pounce on
They'd
it and
want to
probably
be there.
murder it.
Yeah. Or be like that cat. I don't know if there's a YouTube video of this. There was a cat that had I think a mouse in like a porcelain bathtub and was just slapping it around because the mouse couldn't get up. And so just batting it around in circles. And I was like, this is horrible.
Yeah,
for this
cats are
poor
little
mouse.
psychopaths.
Yeah,
They're all
they
like
are.
serial killers.
Yeah, they are. And they got fucking giant, like, you know, for their size claws, you know, in their hands. They're kind of scary, actually. But I don't know. Yeah, we can make that a recurring segment.
Wildcat. I guess it's the black-footed cat, I think. They're like tiny. They look like tiny domestic cats, but they're the most deadly cat species around. They're like, when they go for a hunt, they have the highest success rate. So they're just tiny little murder machines.
Yeah. We'll have to keep it. I'll have to keep an eye out the next door. Anyone who wants to know what's going on in the neighborhood.
Should I allow this ASCII dick in the chat? It's very artistic.
I think so.
I think I'll allow this one.
And it's an ASCII vagina as well.
Oh, that's what that part is. I thought that was just like a giant sperm.
I don't get that. If you're gonna do that, you gotta do it.
Yeah, you don't generally do that over a distance, really.
But if you did, that would be impressive.
Yes.
if you impregnated
I have
someone
conceived a child at over 10 meters.
That'd be impressive. Also, raisins are toxic to dogs, so I guess that's a thing. A lot of people are saying that.
And humans. It tries to warn you with its disgusting taste.
I don't hate raisins. I don't love raisins, but I like an oatmeal raisin cookie.
I'm not a big fan.
I like craisins better. Craisins are 10 times better. You ever had craisins?
I actually like prunes.
All right, TJ's an old man.
TJ's getting pulled over.
Oh, TJ's getting pulled over. Popo.
It's just an ambulance.
They saw that ASCII gif of a dick, and they were, I gotta pull you over.
They saw you making it rain earlier.
Oh, shit. Shit on a dick. All right, so we gotta get into what's going on lately in the world today.
All right, making our way in the world today. Hey, did you guys get any Steam summer sale things or spring sales?
It's not summer.
Spring sales.
Oh, I bought a game. Oh wait, is there like a sale happening right now?
Yeah, there is.
It's a VR sale.
I think there's a regular spring subject. I don't know.
Oh, anyway, I did buy the game Dying Light.
Okay.
Let's review some VR spring sale games. Paranormal Activity.
Looks like it's just a VR sale.
That's a movie. Space Pirate Trainer.
This is great content.
Looks like you're some kind of space pirate, and it teaches you how to do stuff.
Space Pirate Simulator.
Hey, Talos Principle VR. That's about holding white little kittens.
Holding a white man higher than others. That's society. Did you watch? Did you guys see the game Radical Heights?
No.
Matt, you didn't see anything about Radical Heights?
No, but Hatsune Miku VR is on sale. So.
Okay.
What is that?
I already have the regular Hatsune Miku, and future live VR is available on PlayStation. I think for free.
Have you guys heard of Lawbreakers?
Oh shit! I might get Duxie.
Yes.
Yes. No, I haven't. What?
So, do you remember Lawbreakers? Okay, so Boss Key Interactive or Boss Key Productions was a company. Clifford Blazinski or Cliffy B, creator of
that's a made up name.
Nope, the creator of the Gears of War franchise, formerly of I believe it was Epic, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Gears of War. Epic.
Yeah. So they wanted to make a new game because, you know, like he started a new studio and they worked on this game called Lawbreakers. Lawbreakers is supposed to be like a competitive multiplayer shooter focused a lot on player movement. So like shooting, like skiing, grapple hooks, you know, jumping on people, wall jumping, all this stuff. And they were like trying to make it like you know how like Overwatch is, like here's our competitive team-based shooter.
Yep.
And it came out last summer, and according to the active users on Steam, there I believe were less than 20 people playing it. It just didn't happen, you know. Didn't hit. You know, Metacritic was 76. Like, it's all right. People are like, you know, doesn't stand out from the crowd. What's the next? You know, we had Overwatch. People wanted hero shooters. Like, fucking a ton of them came out. What was that one that failed? It was like
I have it. It's Battleborn.
Battleborn, yes. Which went to free to play.
Is a solid game.
Oh yeah.
It's an Overwatch.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it did it better.
It just came out at like a bad time.
Yeah, well, and Battleborn also got fucked over because the launch week of Battleborn, Overwatch did their open beta, which was
launch, yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a big shots fired. I think the reviews for this were quasi positive. I think people liked the character designs. They liked some of the gameplay was interesting, but it was a little bit more like there's a little tower defense to it, you know, that Overwatch doesn't have, where you can like set up towers and stuff, and it seemed like kind of a you know, more of a MOBA like hero shooter.
I know it came out on May 3rd. I don't remember if it was 2016 or 2015.
2016.
Okay.
And I'm sure it's a cool game, but it's not free to play yet.
No.
Oh, they have a free trial, but you have to pay $30 to do the full game upgrade. Anyway, I don't think a lot of people are playing this either. I forget how you can like look that up on Steam. See how many people are playing. Well, Steam Spy is dead or dying. I don't know if it's completely gone. Well, is there a way to look up active players on Steam? I'm asking the fucking world here, and I don't even fucking know.
Dear world, I have an update on the spring VR Steam sale.
Yes.
Yes. I just bought Duck Season, so
okay.
So that's cool and important news.
Okay. How do I search on Steam Spy? Thank you. All right, let's see how many people are playing Lawbreakers. How many people are playing Lawbreakers? Is there any way to know this?
This sake is not very good. It's kind of gross. Weird, gross rice wine.
What'd you say?
This sake is it's getting worse the warmer it gets.
Oh my god. Well, how do I look up Steam player base? I thought it was built into Steam. Because, like, isn't it... Oh, steamcharts.com. That's what I wanted. Alright, let's see how many people are playing Lawbreakers right now.
12.
Nope. 6. That seems low for a Saturday night. Battleborn has 49 players on the free trial. Full game, 0. Okay. Let's see how many people are playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Just to
900,000.
140,000.
Current players?
Yeah.
No. 992,000 current players.
Yeah.
Which is low, by the way.
Yeah.
Well,
it is.
Yeah, I was just looking at a page like that. And the peak was
it is 120,000 below the 30-day average. So
yeah,
it
the
seems
peak
to be
today
lower
was
than
2
normal.
million and 300,000.
Oh, okay.
So
let's talk about
off time.
So let's talk about Steam Charts is right now. It's not very good actually. So Boss Key, let's get back to this. Boss Key put out a game because they're like, we need to make money as a studio. What's the next big trend?
Battle Royale.
You're fucking right, it is. So, Radical Heights, a free extreme early access battle royale shooter. It's very 80s themed. It doesn't look great graphics wise. And they're like, this is full on alpha, like playable alpha, and it's free to play. It's like very clear because like there's missing textures and stuff. They're just like, we need to get a fucking game out right now because nobody is playing Lawbreakers 6 months after it came out. Right now, it looks like Radical Heights has about 3,000 people playing in a 24-hour peak. Looking back, that's not good. It seems to have been... It had a bit of a spike when it launched like 2 weeks ago. Or no, a week and a half ago. And now it's kind of slowed down. Because I had a lot of people looking at. I think you can ride bikes. I think so. I love this fucking shit. The Radical Heights Extreme Early Access is what they're calling it. This is
That's
barely a
not great
game.
branding.
And I love this. It says help develop the game, play for free. You know what I mean? It's just like what? So I like some things about this game. It supposedly is a little bit of a mix between like a Battlegrounds kind of thing and like a Grand Theft Auto Online a little bit.
Okay.
So like you can bank cash that you earn in games at like ATMs in game, and then use that money, in subsequent games. Basically, you can pool up your cash. It sounds like a game show because when you kill people, you get cash basically, and you can also there's also like I guess like spinning wheel game shows in the game that you can like win weapons and stuff out of. So I think I like that idea a lot actually, of adding kind of weird like Smash TV type like game show aspect to like a battle royale game, because that really hasn't happened. I think Fortnite does that a little bit with like just the way the game feels, but there isn't any of that like baked in. It doesn't feel like you're playing a game show, which I think is what they're trying to do with this, which sounds like a kind of a neat thing to try. But I think that go.
This game was on a list. I kind of watched a lot of videos from Outside Xbox and Outside Extra, which are just some British game people. And they did a video on the 5, 7, I don't know how many, but like the 5 Battle Royale games we're looking forward to.
Yeah.
Now, is this the game that also has like a robot host that will sometimes randomly drop nukes to change how the game's gonna play?
No.
Okay.
No, I think that's okay. So I just wanted to bring this up in the fact that battle royale games are the future. You know what I mean?
For about half.
Yeah.
It's the new MOBA. Like I think MOBA, like the MOBAs, which is like Dota 2, League of Legends, because there was a period where everybody was putting out their own version of the hero action game. And so the next big thing is battle royale, and I think there's going to be a ton of these coming out. I mean, there's already tons of phone clones games.
How long do you think it'll be before somebody has like a MOBA style battle royale game where it's kind of that top down third person?
I'm sure that'll
you pick
exist.
a hero.
Oh, that'll happen.
Try to survive.
That's going to be put into League of Legends like yesterday. That's already probably a mode. I mean, a couple detriments to this Radical Heights game. It's like cutesy that they're like extreme early access, but like literally this is like we barely have a game right now. Play this weird tech demo, which is kind of sad in a way. 2, I think the 80s theme, is that relevant? Is that over now? I feel like the kids
I
that
don't-
they're trying to capture in this would be like, "What's the '80s?" You know,
Yes, but if you're trying to do like an over-the-top action movie style of thing, that was the heyday.
I suppose. I just don't know if that's going to connect. You know, as Fortnite really doesn't have any of that, and that's got all the kids playing. I wonder why Fortnite's doing so well. It's free to play.
Free.
That's the key.
Yeah.
Free in colors.
Yeah, it's free. Well, and it's really easy to get into. Like PUBG
Do you think the
is
building
very...
aspect has anything to do with it? Like popularized?
I think
or,
so.
Like, capitalizing on the Minecraftiness of it.
Yeah, I think so.
I would probably say that at least 1/3, if not 1/2 of the players of Fortnite have paid something, have put something in.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm sure they sell Fortnite bucks at like GameSpot, and you can spend your allowance to get a card. Right? Do they have that?
Just buy your PlayStation cards, Xbox cards. I don't have the direct Fortnite bucks, but
Same thing. You know, just buy Xbox money to put onto my Fortnite account.
just like the kids with Roblox, where I get parents coming in once, twice, 3 times a week for about $60 worth of Roblox cards.
Oh my God.
I'll get parents or kids coming in, dropping $60. 3 days later, $65. Coming like a week later, another $100. I'm like,
I don't even want to get into what Roblox is. That's a culture I'm not going to even touch. There's way too much to that.
Yeah, but the last example, that's Fortnite. That's them getting stuff for Fortnite. 65, 100. I'm like, just buy your battle pass.
I think that there's some legitimately good stuff that Fortnite does. The fact that you earn experience and level up your character is cool. That each season has like
nothing other than free giveaways they do.
Yes, exactly. So like the idea is so the way it's set up in Fortnite is you have a season, which is I believe 40 days or 4 weeks or something like that. I don't remember.
Probably 6 weeks or so, but yeah.
Anyway, and you can buy the battle pass, which is
$10 usually.
$10. Yeah, $10. But you can't buy it. You have to buy the V-Bucks to buy it.
Yeah.
And I think it's like 800 V-Bucks, and the $10 one is 1,000. So you always have a little bit left over, you know, in your account. I don't think you can earn V-Bucks in game, can you? Or a little bit?
I think you can.
I haven't.
Only through no, I saw them as drops in the battle pass. Like
okay.
Rank up. But it's not a lot.
Okay.
Like 50 V-Bucks.
So you can earn a little bit over time. But they're not asking for a lot of money because you don't need the battle pass to play. It's all cosmetics. But I like the idea that when you're playing, even in the free battle pass, there's challenges. You know, and the challenges are like outlive 1,000 people, and so every game that you get, you know, die the 50th person in, you got 50 more points towards that goal, and then you get, you know, like a little bit more of experience to level up your tier. And then I think it's neat. I think that adds a progression to the game that PUBG doesn't have, because PUBG's progression was, let me earn enough money to roll the slot machine to see if I get a coat that's worth $1,000.
And you had to play like 100,000 games to get one crate.
Yeah, exactly. And like that's not a good progression to keep people coming back. Whereas
now
like
the other side of this whole thing is that Fortnite Battle Royale is also luring you in and still trying to convince you to get Fortnite Save the World, get the original Fortnite game.
I would like to play that game because that sounds up my alley.
Yeah. Now that's got legit loot boxes that does like crates that you have to open, but they're pinatas.
Yeah.
I would open a few of those just because they're pinatas.
Yeah. So like, yeah, that was how that game started. Was the Save the World game, which is like and it sounds really cool. Like I think it'd be really fun to play as like you and me and Matt like could get a group together and you play like, okay, we drop in on this map. We got to go, you know, secure this area, build up our fort, and then waves of zombies come at us, and we have to like defend our little fort that we built.
It's Left 4 Dead plus Tower Defense plus Minecraft plus Overwatch because it's a
you have different classes with different abilities.
Yep. And,
it looked neat, if not
does
way
have progression that matters game to game. That actually does get you upgrades.
That game looked interesting, but from what I heard that people were saying was that the progression system in that game and like the skill points and stuff are super complicated. Like you got like 10 meters going on like leveling up different parts, and it's like this is too much to try and like manage, I think. But the gameplay seemed fun, and I think the gameplay in Fortnite is really solid. Like it feels good to run and jump around and shoot at people and build little towers and build ramps and get into fights. Like
I gotta learn how to use the traps.
Yep, you can build traps that like smash people. I don't know. I see the appeal. I think honestly, I prefer the way that PUBG is as a game because it appeals more to the horror aspect that PUBG is. So you know, Matt, you and I have played. It feels like a horror game because you,
it's
and
a
your
lot
friend,
more just like sitting. Being scared out of your mind in a bathroom somewhere.
Like, is there a guy over there? Did you hear those footsteps? You know? And it's just like, I love the game for that because it really feels, and that's why I love playing the first person as well, because it's even more like your head's on a swivel. Like, it's a really fun game where it's, and this is a thing, because like PUBG announced that they put a new map out to like compete with Fortnite that's a smaller map. You know, it's half the size because they want, you know, people to get in action more. And it's like, okay. But that's not the reason why I like PUBG. I like PUBG because you run around, find a house, maybe find a cool thing. It's like a little bit of like a loot box thing where in the game where you're like, hopefully you happen upon a good weapon and stuff. And then you kind of just hide out and get fucking terrified when a guy runs up behind you and shotguns you, and you like literally scream.
Slowly building tension throughout the game, and then there's a climax when you meet your first opponent and get immediately killed.
And I don't think PUBG games.
Another one.
Yeah, like a Battlegrounds game lasts 20 minutes. If you make it to the end, it's like 20, 25 minutes. Like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like it was like too slow paced. You know, I liked a lot about that game. But I mean, Fortnite's a different game, like and cool in its own ways, because there's really fun stuff. Like there's cool weapons. There's a bomb that you throw that makes the enemies dance, like a disco grenade. I mean, it's got all this fun zany stuff. Like you can shoot rockets and ride on top of them, like. If you like are on a platform and you shoot a rocket, you can hop off and jump on top of it and ride the rocket for a ways and like shoot people while riding. It's like it's a fun zany game. Like it's awesome. You know, it's a different type of game. And I understand why people like it so much. Like
I
cool.
think both will continue to be successful and
they're different.
Appeal to different audiences.
Yeah.
Or people
and I
will
think
switch
it's a
back
mistake.
and forth between them.
I think it's a mistake for PUBG to try and compete with Fortnite. Because the accessibility of Fortnite as well. Because I've heard this with a lot of people, is that there's a lot of people that don't play a lot of games that play Fortnite, and that's not the crowd that plays PUBG.
Yeah,
PUBG is a simulation almost. You know, it feels very simmy in the aspects of aiming and bullet drop and stuff.
Yeah, PUBG should try to differentiate rather than try to assimilate with Fortnite.
Like I said, I think one of the coolest things about PUBG would be if they had zombies on the map. Like, you know, the zombies mode they had? If they had a mode where you could have you spawn in and the map is 50 people are zombies and 50 people have guns. How cool would that be? Yeah. And so you don't know when you join a game what side you're going to be on. That'd be fun to play. That'd be really fun to play.
Some amount of bears and wolves.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. Like, that would be awesome.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? Like, that's a cool gameplay thing.
What I want is PUBG to merge with Far Cry 5. And just have crazy ass.
You can fly a plane around.
Yes.
No, I think that'd be cool. I think PUBG. I mean, they did a 10-man squad mode in a test server, or 20-man squad mode that was kind of interesting. So there's 5 teams on the map basically, which is kind of a neat idea.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I heard that PUBG was adding a map select option though,
Yeah, I did see that too.
which is
So
kind of
hopefully,
sad.
well, that gives them an opportunity to see, like, okay, we added this smaller map. If that ends up being super popular,
Yeah,
then they can roll with that. If nobody wants
Yeah.
to play that, they can
I guess
actually like gauge what the player base wants on.
yeah, and I understand why they weren't doing that. And we talked about this in the past. Is that they don't want to split the player base up. You know, they don't want to have, you know, because they were already worried about doing first person versus non first person, because then that splits the player base up into two, and then you know, squads, solo, and that splits it into three. So you already got 6 pools of player basically, and then now you add map select to that, and it just but you know, they have 2 million people playing it right now concurrently.
Yeah, they got enough.
So you'll have enough. I mean, 500,000
not,
of those are
like-
Chinese bots, but
You don't have to factor in like a matchmaking system where you're trying to match players with similar skill or anything.
yeah,
So like,
yeah.
it's not like an Overwatch or a Blizzard game like that, where it further limits your
Yeah.
pairing pool.
Let's just play the new map, like that desert map, because that will filter out all the fucking diehard pro gamer wannabes that only play the one map, and it'll be a little more fun, I think. No,
The dessert map.
I love PUBG, and I don't know. I don't think I'd get into Fortnite as much as I was into PUBG, because I'm like a ride or die Arma person. I love the Arma games, and I get it. So that's just me. Like, I'd rather play Counter-Strike than Overwatch. That makes sense. That's just my
That
DNA,
makes
man.
sense,
Anyway, but okay, so that's the battle royale space that games are in right now, and that is what 2018 is going to be. There's going to be fucking battle royale.
yeah.
Everything.
Battle Royale with cheese.
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, the next Call of Duty is gonna have battle royale mode. The next fucking Battlefield's gonna have.
Yeah,
battle
every
royale mode.
shooter is gonna have Battle Royale mode.
It's just gonna happen, and then it's gonna. Everyone's gonna get tired of it. It's the same thing happened with World of Warcraft. Everyone had to make the fucking World of Warcraft wannabe game. WildStar. What are all those games that, like, they came out? They're like, we're gonna be better than World of Warcraft, and then nobody played them, and then people stopped playing World of Warcraft. And then it was Minecraft. Everyone's making a Minecraft game, you know, and MOBA, and then
MOBAs,
Overwatch Hero
shooters.
Shooter, and now it's Battle Royale. I think, TJ, you mentioned this a while ago. They could make an awesome Battle Royale game that was closer to the Hunger Games, where you have like a person controlling the map while other people are like playing it and like setting up traps and that, or, you know, kind of like trying to be like the game master, you know, and then, or, you know what I mean? Like, I think that there's some cool stuff that can be had in that
I do
space.
think there's one. I think there's one coming out where at least the game master's AI, so you'll never know. The maps will be different. The same map will feel different every time you play.
Yeah.
They'll close off zones and whatnot.
Yeah, I think that one's called, is that Message from Tolva or something?
Possibly.
Because I remember there's a game. Damn it. Signal
Damn
from. Signal from Tolva. I think that's one. Is that the one that has like a. Oh no, that maybe. Open world first person shooter. No, that's not it. I don't know. There's lots of these games. There's a really cool one that was I don't even want to talk about it. I lost it. Let's get off this train. There was like survival games for a while too, like Ark.
Oh yeah.
And Rust and all those like survival build games, build 'em up games.
Conan Exiles,
Yeah, all those.
which is getting a physical release soon.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I can see my lady's gigantic tits
Exactly.
in 3D.
I am home, so I'm gonna pop off for just 5 minutes to use the restroom. I'll be right back on.
Gross.
Yep.
Gross.
Stop popping off.
So how are things?
I don't know. Do you want to talk about something? I feel like I've overran everything.
I don't think I have anything to talk about.
All right, it's fine.
There's
Let's
a
move on then.
VR battle royale game that is definitely PlayerUnknown's Battleground ripoff. Just looking
no,
at the straight up just the art for it as a
now I remember the
ripoff.
now I remember the game I wanted to talk about. Is this it? Oh, yeah. Hunt is it Hunt Show? Yeah, Hunt Showdown. Did you hear about Hunt Showdown?
No, I haven't.
Oh, this this is a cool concept for a game. Okay, so it's like a battle royale game, but not on the scale of 100 people. I think it's like maybe 10 teams of 2 because it's duos only, and it's like there's zombies on the map, and it's like a PvE game that's also PvP.
Yeah.
So you are hunters, and you're hunting like an old like a monster. There's like a spider monster I've seen. And some other type of monster. Anyway.
Yeah, and it looks kind of like a cowboy / Bram Stoker's Dracula kind of vibe
Yes.
to it.
Yeah, it takes place on like a swampy map. Anyway, so there's like a guy or like a monster out there, and you have to like run around and find clues, and then it'll show you kind of on the map where the monster is, and then you have to kill the monster and extract out of the map. And there's like, I think 10 other teams of 2 people on the map doing the same thing, trying to do the same thing, and you can quit and go back, like so you could zone in, kill a couple zombies, earn some experience points, and quit out and like extract yourself, or you could go for it. And this game has permadeath, so when you die, the character that you've been leveling up is gone.
That sounds
So
stressful.
It is very much a risk reward game. And it costs money or like points to like get new characters basically when you die. So it is very much a risk reward. Should we engage or should we just get out of here kind of game, which I think sounds really cool. And so I think that sounds almost too stressful for me, but it is early access. So I think they're trying to get that tuned in.
Yeah.
But I kind of like the idea.
I
of
really
PvE.
like the aesthetic of this. It's super creepy.
Yeah, I think the PvE PvP mixture is a cool thing. I'm gonna check Steam charts because that's the website you want, Steam charts. But I think
Steam
this may have
charts.
gotten MOBA'd. Because I think it's a cool concept, but I think that it got beat. Yeah, if we look at Hunt Showdown, it launched February 22nd. That had peak 10,000 concurrent players.
Oh.
Saturday night, prime gaming time, 900 people are playing.
Well, that's not. That's less than 2 million, right?
Yeah, and I think it's just kind of like you can't be this early access if you're going to compete with Fortnite, which is a free game, or PUBG, which is $30 and is very polished.
Yeah.
And it's not even early access anymore.
Established for a while.
Yeah, it's just I like the idea of this game, and I like the idea, the aesthetic. Like it's very grungy, lots of stuff, and but it's not. You gotta. There's a lot of guys now. The market is saturated at this point. You really gotta differentiate yourself. It seems like it's almost to the point where there's a new battle royale game of the week that people play for and Twitch stream for about 10 days, and they move back to Fortnite. It's rough out there for a game.
Pimpin' ain't easy.
Yep. Who wants to hear some
Jesus
random
Christ.
bad news?
Okay.
Vern Troyer just died.
Yeah, I saw that.
He popped up when I opened up my thing.
Yeah,
He's
he
a cool
apparently
dude.
had a lot of problems with depression and alcoholism that I did not know about, and that makes me sad.
Well, so far, cause of death is not revealed, so it could be related to that, or could be, just complications due to whatever.
Oh yeah, he was Grip Hook in Harry Potter's as well. He was the
Oh yeah, he was
the goblin in Gringotts that you always talk to. I think he was a cool dude. I remember
He was a Redditor.
there was a VH1 show that he was on that was like some sort of celebrity dating show thing or celebrity house or something.
Yeah.
I remember he had like a mobility scooter he rode around in, and he like got fucking trashed all the time drinking, and he peed himself once. So that's not a good look. And fucking Avicii died?
Yeah, Avicii died as well.
What? He's 28.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in
He was
EDM years, that's like 60.
He was in Oman. Just hanging out. I guess he found him in his hotel room. He had some alcohol problems. He had
like, what did he had to get some shit removed because he had like organ
Yeah.
failure.
gallbladder and appendix. He had acute pancreatitis, which can happen with some people when they drink. Some people can't drink alcohol because their pancreas can't handle it, and they get horrible inflammation. So they're at a point where like doctors like, you cannot drink, because if you drink this glass of whiskey, you will die. The inflammation in your pancreas will just fucking shut your systems down. And so, and you need your pancreas to live. So
Does the pancreas? I forget what that does. Is it the one that creates hormones and shit?
it is the insulin regulator.
Okay.
As well as, let's just do quick John Science Corner, talk about the pancreas.
Yes, science.
Because the pancreas is a weird organ. It is, I don't want to go to WebMD or something because I don't need to know about stuff. What does the pancreas do? Okay, so it is like kind of behind your stomach, like kind of nestled in your your stomach has the little loop that goes into the intestines. It's kind of hooked into that crook, and the gallbladder's connected, and it is in the I think it is what produces hormones, insulin. Yep. Glucagon, somatostatin, pancreatic polypeptide, which circulates in the blood. It's a digestive organ, which I think it spits out the juices to neutralize the acidity of the stomach acid as it goes through your intestines. And then it also has digestive enzymes that help digest nutrients in the small intestines. It is a very important organism or organ in your body. So, it's,
just like on the insulin alone, I imagine like if you have that out, so you're on insulin for the rest of your life and shit.
Yeah, you basically have to have a pump. Well, that's what happens with type 1 diabetes is their pancreas just doesn't produce the hormone enough. You basically just have to have a pump hooked up to your blood that is constantly doing what your pancreas is not doing. So it's kind of interesting how it works. Basically, is like when your blood sugar gets high, your pancreas, produces more insulin. When your blood sugar is low, your pancreas is like fucking send out the signals to make the person get more sugar. Like it's just it's the regulator. It sucks. It's one of those organs that's the worst thing because like pancreatic cancer is like the deadliest cancer. Because,
that's what Patrick Swayze had, right?
Correct. Yeah. It is. Let's see here. Although the nice thing is that the nice thing about pancreatic cancer is the median age of diagnosis is 71. So does not hit the young very often. I think Patrick Swayze was a rare case. Also, if you don't smoke, you have a much lower chance of getting it as well because it is. But anyway,
also, if
no,
you
the
don't
reason
smoke, you have a much higher chance of not being totally rad.
that's true. I mean, you don't look cool if you don't get that cigarette, Oof. Yeah, here we go. This is how terrible pancreatic cancer is. The average percentage alive for someone diagnosed in 1 year is 25%. In 5 years is 5%. Whew. Although if the disease is small and localized, it could be up to upwards of 20% for 5-year survival. So it does depend. And a lot of the big problem with this is since it hits old people so much, their systems are weaker. You know what I mean? It's bad because it's a very important organ that you can't be like, we can cut out it and you'll be fine. Because you need it to get nutrients from food.
So stop taking your pancreas for granted.
Exactly. It's an organism
bastard.
or an organ you don't know much about, but it is super important. So
I'll always
doctor
remember
says you
Vern
can't-
Troyer as the picture that he posted on National Donut Day of him standing next to a pile of donuts that were as tall as he was. Let's go
You know what,
around
though?
and share our favorite Vern Troyer memory. TJ?
He was my father. What?
Yeah, pancreatitis is just something that can fuck your whole body up, and heavy alcohol use can increase the chance of it happening. So I don't know why it causes the pancreas to become inflamed, but it can. So some people just can't do it. Some people can't drink. So I don't know if that's what happened to Avicii, but he did have problems with that. That's sad. Don't die young. Live to be at least. Vern Troyer didn't die young. He died young, but not young. Not 28.
But considering like
Health problems and
little people have like tons
Yeah.
of complications.
yeah.
So it's
And
not
he
a
lived
good. It's not a fun road for them, health
No,
wise.
and he lived a good life though. He will always be remembered. He's an iconic little person. Like I'll never forget him. Him and that guy that Kid Rock hung out with,
Yeah.
who also died. Never forget the name of him.
Can we keep
Man,
an
that's
eye on
sad.
Warwick Davis just to make sure that he's like healthy?
Yeah, we can't lose him. He's a treasure. I'm looking at Warwick Davis' health. You've got me scared.
I think he has a different kind of dwarfism, or I don't know if that's probably not the right thing to say, but I think his little personism is different.
It is, actually. Most dwarves have the condition called achondroplasia. Achondroplasia. Davis's is caused by an extremely rare genetic condition called spondylolistheophagia dysplasia congenita. What?
Rolls off
something
the tongue.
complicated. But he says he still has the health problems. He said the only real drawback to being small was the associated health problems. So I guess he still has that. But he seems to be in good shape. I don't see. I'm looking at news. It doesn't seem like there's any health scares happening for him. So that's good. Good for him. Anyway, did you see the show Life's Too Short that he did? Matt?
I don't think
with,
so. Was that on the BBC?
Oh no, it was on HBO. It was Ricky Gervais and Steve Merchant. Life's Too Short.
Well,
you not-
I saw the season of Idiot Abroad that he was on, where it was him and Carl Pilkington traveling around.
Life's Too Short is incredibly funny, and like really speaks to Warwick Davis's like comedic chops. He is so funny, and I don't know how to describe that show other than it's about Warwick Davis as a little person actor, a dwarf actor, trying to get gigs, and it's kind of like Extras, but with Warwick Davis. And his like kind of fame from being in Star Wars and other stuff, and his feud with Kenny Baker a little bit, because like, well, I mean it's fake in a show, but like they have,
okay,
'cause he
so
was
it's
the
like
other
a
dwarf that was
fictionalized
in Star
version
Wars.
of his life.
Oh yeah. Because everybody loves R2D2, and like it's amazing because he's like trying to get gigs with like with Steve Merchant and that, and he just isn't getting acting work, and it's just kind of his slow decline. His wife leaves him. It's really funny and like kind of the cringy Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant type humor, and I loved it. And they make a lot of gags. Early in one episode, he's asked to do a wedding for someone, and because they're huge Star Wars fans, they want him to be at his wedding, and they like paid him an appearance fee, and he shows up, and they're like, "Where's the costume?" And he's like, "What?" And they're like, "You're supposed to come in a costume, nobody knows who you are. You got to be dressed up as Wicket, and so he as it was an emergency, he purchases a large teddy bear and hollows it out and wears the teddy, and it's the most hilarious dumb looking thing you've ever seen. And I think he gets a little too drunk and says some bad things at this wedding. It's so good though, like it's so funny, and heavily recommend that show. It's on HBO, all streaming. It's actually probably, if you have Amazon Prime, it's probably available to stream on there too. So
Okay.
oh, it's good. God, it's good. I love that show. Yeah, and the
watch
ending
that
is very
show.
sweet as well.
Is it just
they
the one
did two-
season?
They did 2 seasons and then a finale episode that's like an hour and a half.
Okay.
But it's actually fucking good because it's literally like all of these kind of out of work British actors that are like on TV and stuff, like kind of all band together, and he's one of them, and like they kind of have this like camaraderie, and the special's kind of about how they like start like a traveling show. It just has a cool. It's just good. It's fun. It's a really cool show with a good ending, and it's fun. I highly recommend that series. I don't highly recommend Ricky Gervais' stand-up.
No.
He's got
But
some
he's
opinions.
so edgy. He's so edgy, John. PC
No.
culture.
That's the worst aspect of him. I mean, okay. I will say this. We could rant about this for hours. Comedians have to deal with this a lot. Because they are telling jokes all the time. And you're going on tour. You're going to offend somebody, at some point. And so I have a feeling that they are especially have to deal with it a lot, basically. Because they're seeing lots and lots of different people.
Yeah.
But I think also you don't have to do the things that some of them do. Like Ricky Gervais being, saying some of the insensitive things he said. But I don't know. If you've watched the show Crashing on HBO, the Pete Holmes stand-up comedy show, he kind of deals with that a little bit in the newer season. And kind of about like how comedians won't do colleges anymore because you say one thing and get booed out, and people put articles on the internet about you saying something insensitive, and it's just not worth it, whereas you can say a lot in a comedy club.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, kind of a thing. It's a weird thing. I think people need to not be so easily offended, and also I think people need to know that there is a line and to apologize when you've crossed that line.
It seems like
It's
we're
a little
in
bit of both
kind
here.
of flux right now, and we're trying to find out where.
Yeah,
Like as a society, we're trying to find out where the line is.
Yeah, we got to find the common middle ground here. Because there are definitely people that overreact to stuff a little bit too much. And then they're like the, oh boy, there's some.
We'll all be dead and gone by the time that stuff gets figured out, though.
I know, right?
This culture war thing is whatever's brewing right now is going to last long beyond our lifetimes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm just trying to think. I mean, there's some I think there's people that like to get offended by stuff and like to be just be that person who likes to get in arguments with people. And I also think there are people that genuinely do get hurt by things, and that should be avoided. We got to get like the signal to noise ratio of like the people just getting offended,
especially
to
when
make a
there
post
are
and pile on
people
someone versus
whose whole career is amplifying outrage.
Yeah,
like there's a whole industry around it. So it just
that's the way it is
waters.
now. Yeah, that's the way all social media is. It's just amplifying. That's why we have the milkshake duck phenomenon. Matt, that sounds like a pretty good segue to a segment we haven't done for a while.
Like the thing that the mall cops ride?
Oh, no. We got a milkshake duck. So it can be kind of hard.
Third time I used the fart toilet sounds in this episode.
It can be hard to find a milkshake duck. I'm not. If I was searching more, I'm sure I could find them a lot. But this isn't really a person as much as it is a event / group / like action group. I don't know, vigilante group. So have you heard of bullyhunters.org?
No. Tell me about bullyhunters.org.
Bullyhunters.org. So this was a thing created. Let me read the original story. Let's see here. In just under 72 hours, the vigilante gaming group Bully Hunters went from idealistic anti-harassment campaign to a prime example of what can happen when seemingly good intentions go wrong. So 72 hours to Milkshake Duck. So Bully Hunters was a group, a collective of women who play the game Counter-Strike Global Offensive. So they wanted to team up and target in-game misogynists and trolls who harass women. Basically, they describe themselves as this vigilante hit squad of elite female gamers who would live stream on Thursdays and just basically hop in games. And if somebody was like talking smack about girls can't play or harassing people, you could basically like, hey, I'm being harassed in this like game. Join this server and and so they would target the like people and just spawn camp and kill them, just because they're very good at the game. You could report to bullyhunters.org and they would just basically like kick their ass. That's kind of a cool idea. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it seems like an interesting idea. If you're getting trolled in a game, being bullied, here's a group of people that are going to just go in and just be so good at the game and kick the ass of the bullies, basically, and so they want to kind of create like more of like an awareness thing. You know what I mean? Like, this is efforts being promoted and supported by the National Organization for Women and the Diverse Gaming Coalition, as well as Cyber Power PC and Steel Series. They're just kind of like, let's end in-game sexual harassment. The Bully Hunters are like a thing they're doing. What happened? Let's find out. Here we go. Brandon Cook, FCB. I don't know what FCB is, but if you write a
County Brigade.
Yeah. So if you write an article. Oh no, here's the original story. Okay. FCB Chicago. There it is. It's a marketing agency that was the initiative. So this is where we get to the point where it's like, okay. So this Bully Hunters was an initiative produced by a marketing agency. So, all right. This is a company that's focused on selling advertisement. Is getting a group together. So, okay, it's a good idea though. Still, it's a good cause, like let's do this. So they did a stream. Playing CS:GO games. All right, we already get that part. Reporters and other industry members criticized the group's harassment countermeasures before their live stream ever kicked off. Their concerns were compounded after one host's personal history of antagonizing people on Twitter and using homophobic language was dredged up.
Oh boy.
So one of your bully hunters was already using homophobic slurs. So that's good. And
To hunt the bully, you have to get into the mind of the bully.
let's talk about this.
You have to think like the bully.
The stream happened, and it was pre-recorded footage. It wasn't live, which was already kind of like all right, so this isn't really, this is like pre-shot footage of people, you know, fighting these griefers, basically. And people are like, I don't know if this is the best way to combat this, because I feel like when you like try and troll someone who's trolling someone, they just get worse, maybe, you know what I mean? Like, you're just gonna make people more mad when you do stuff like this. Interesting thing as well is that, like, the stream had a lot of, like, branding on it for, like, Steel. I mean, it was very clearly, like, we're selling some merch here, you know, Steel Series and Cyberpower PC. I want to see if I can find a better article, because this Polygon one sucks. It's a little bit too broad. I want to know what actually happened on the stream, because they did a stream and it was over. Let me read this article. Announcement. They did a stream on the 12th of April. Here we go. The demonstration had a pre-recorded, but allegedly real situation in which a casual gamer called upon the bully hunters to dispense justice in CSGO. Host played a clip of a male voice calling a woman player a whore and saying that women suck at video games in general. I like that insult. I think that women are not good at the gaming persuasion in general. He was quickly dispatched by a veteran bully hunter, knife to the back. It all went off without a hitch. Weirdly, there was no voice chat beyond what the guy initially said. After that, they cut away. And then they had a Q&A with two psychologists walking through harassment. This wasn't really a game stream. They had one instance, and they had like a Q&A. And then they played a horror movie style sound effect at the end of the Q&A, signaling another bully had appeared in a game. Ooh. You want to get raped, bitch? Asked the male voice that sounded exactly the same as the first.
And I'm going to cut that out and send it to all of John's employers.
I know where you live. I can't handle how big your tits are. All right. This is too adult for me.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how people insult. But then a bully hunter showed up in that game in startling speed. Given how many steps are involved in connecting people with bully hunters. Yeah, because the idea is you go to the website bullyhunters.org and log like a player name and a server and stuff. And so one thinks that you couldn't go from insult to bully hunter showing up that quickly if this was a real scenario, which they insisted these were all real scenarios. So I don't know. I have a feeling that these were like demonstrations maybe, or reenactments, it feels like. But yeah, anyway. So it just sounds like they had bully hunt highlights montage of male voices saying generic insults and then being shot. And then basically like everyone is just like, this is fake. This is not really happening right now. And like, I think it's a great idea, but it really feels like, as I said earlier, what is CFB or whatever is a marketing company. This was built to sell SteelSeries PC cases and stuff, and tangentially touch an issue. Like, I'm sure they were like, we can...
And it's actively doing harm because this is a real thing that happens. Yeah. But then when you
kind of
fake something like this, then you're giving ammo to the people that are like, oh, this doesn't actually happen. See, this is all fake. Everything's fake. Blah, fake news. Blah, 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 blah.
I'm fake.
Yeah, and it's really funny is that they had Bully Hunters themed SteelSeries headsets you could buy, and they pulled support for this,
Oh, boy.
and they're like, "Yeah, this was
Oh,
a
crap.
marketing not handled by us." Oh, this is so fake looking. Just watching this stream, like they're like just they're like cut to like Bully Hunter 77 has entered the game, and then like clips. You know what I mean? It's like very clearly these, because they have like a room where the Bully Hunters are playing basically, and they're clearly not actually like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like it was too, it's too slick and too corporatized. You know? Like I think something like this needs to be not some corporate produced like viral marketing campaign. It needs to be some awesome female CS:GO player putting up a highlight reel on her YouTube page of her getting an insult for being a girl and then like shooting someone until they rage quit a game. And it's like, you know what I mean? Like that is the effective, cool thing to show, and not the, you know, not try and make a weird, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, it's such a good idea that just got twisted by the internet.
Marketing ruins everything.
Yeah, it does. Anyway, so that was Bully Hunters. Milkshake Duct.
So TJ, how was your week?
Um,
I need to get a drink.
Get that drink.
I'll BRB.
I should download God of War because they gave me the code for it.
Oh man, it looks so cool, and I'm really pissed off that I can't play it.
Yeah,
I just
got
want
the
to play
code.
it.
I haven't put it in, and then I gotta do stuff.
Well, yeah, it looks super awesome. I saw a cool, like, the intro game menu blends into the actual game. There's not like a cut or anything. It's like they seem to have really devoted a shitload of attention to detail to it.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it's a different game, but it's the same game. It's good stuff. Oh, what else did I do this week besides just more Adventure Capitalist?
Oh yeah, I gotta check on that.
Play a little bit of Fortnite. I got back into just. So I started playing Injustice again. Are you familiar with the Injustice series?
Is that DC comic stuff?
Yeah. So the Injustice series is Mortal Kombat, but with DC superheroes. It's got a full story. There's so far 2 video games, but there are a few. I mean, there's actually comics that they've made that take place, you know, before, after, and between all of the stuff related to Injustice. So I started getting back into it, not because, I mean, I already beat the story, and that's really all I wanted to play in the game. But there's just something about, I want to play with the new characters I didn't play with. Specifically, the newest Injustice has the Ninja Turtles in it.
Yeah, I'm watching that on a trailer for it right now. I did not realize that they were DC characters.
But no, they're not, and neither is.
Well, they were originally a comic book, right?
They were comic book. But they also, I mean, this year's. I'm seeing myself in the reflection in John's window. But you know, they also had like Hellboy, which also isn't DC.
Oh yeah, that was
too, but,
like Dark Horse or something.
It's Dark Horse, but I was I'm like, I want to kind of level up my characters, and I want to start getting some of their cool outfits, and like, so I'm like, okay, I'll play this a little bit again, and it's hard because I'm not good at fighting games.
Neither am I.
Even if I'm just playing against computers, I'm not good at fighting games.
Yeah, I've never been a fighting game guy. I can never get into them. I'm not good enough. I played games with Adam. Fighting games. We used to play a lot of Dragon Ball Z fighting games, but it would usually involve me cheating in some way and Adam getting mad, and that was more of the game that I was playing, was to get Adam mad by cheesing a character or using a turbo button when I said I wasn't, or things like that. So God, this little office I'm in gets very warm.
I'm really glad that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Injustice 2 are the correct Teenage Mutant Ninja
are they?
Turtles. They're not
They're
all
not the
fucking
creepy face ones.
big-headed weirdo ones. Yeah, they're not the Michael Bay ones. They're not the new cartoons.
You know, going up to launch, I was wondering how the how they would actually play. And like, is it going to be like this? The skin you pick is going to be which turtle you play as, but they have different weapons, so it should be different move sets.
Yeah.
Well, they are different move sets, and so my thought is, well, there'd be a swap out mechanic where there are going to be some attacks that are going to have a turtle jump in, do an attack, and then come out. But no, that's not how that works at all. No. So Injustice has a gear mechanic where you can open loot boxes where just by playing the game you can, get weapons, different headpieces, legs, torso, and arms. And for the turtle's weapons that you're able to get, it's the type of weapon that you pick will determine which turtle you're playing as. So in order for me to play as Donatello, I have to avoid using weapons that are katanas, sais, and nunchucks.
Okay.
But there are like different kinds of bow staff you can get.
Oh yeah, just different stats.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like it's a fighting game with loot.
Yeah. All the reach and normal mechanics, work normally. It's just in terms of like amount of damage, this sort of defense, the amount of health that you have. That's all based off the gear you have.
Yeah. No, I think it's also cool that I believe
this too.
I believe the online, the online multiplayer is like the loot. You can play it with the loot on, or like the loot's been balanced for like.
And ranked isn't affected by loot at all.
Yeah, exactly. So you can play it just as a pure fighting game, or you can play it with the loot.
But when you playing ranked, you can still play with loot on in terms of just cosmetic. Just how it looks.
Do you know what's crazy is that we have like 4 iterations of Turtles. We have the original 80s cartoon. We have the 80s, 90s movies. We have the Nickelodeon cartoon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that look like kind of super deformed Ninja Turtles, 3D animated. And we have the Michael Bay Ninja Turtles.
You missed the late 90s, early 2000s that weren't Nickelodeon.
Oh, so there's a 5th?
There's that, and there's a couple of different comics that are different than any of the other versions.
Well, comics, no.
Okay.
Comics are different. Comics are different audience.
So moving media.
Well, not that, but I mean, like, comics have different artists, all the time, and that, whereas I think that, like, when you get a TV series together, it's a pretty huge thing. Whereas, with a comics run, you can be like, we got a guest artist for this one. It looks cool. Whereas I think with like a running kids animated television series, you kind of have a consistent style usually. So we've had like 5 Ninja Turtle styles.
So
so many reboots.
And there's Michael Bay Ninja Turtles, but don't forget there's also the CGI Ninja Turtles movie from before that.
Oh yes.
Yep, TMNT.
And that wasn't like the Nickelodeon Ninja Turtles.
Nope, that was completely separate.
So we had like 6 Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, and of course the best is live action number 1.
Yeah, or the original 80s cartoon. Either or. Well, I'm looking on Wikipedia now. We got to find out the. Yeah, here we go. Television series. So there's the original animated series.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was the second animated series.
Yep.
Which was the 2003 to 2009.
Yep.
Which had a different art style, I'm sure. Oh yeah, that wasn't even. That
wasn't Nickelodeon.
That wasn't even that wasn't even CG.
I've seen.
That was hand animated.
I've seen one episode of that. It was actually.
156 episodes of that series exists.
Yep.
And then there was the third animated
our
series.
New podcast, Turtle Time, where we rewatch all of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle media.
So then they did their 3D Ninja Turtles for 5 seasons from 2013 to 2015. Right? Would you like to know that Nickelodeon has announced a new 2D animated Ninja Turtle series debuting in 2018?
Cool beans.
So that is what we got. We got 4 animated series. Oh, that was on Fox, the 2003-2009. 4 kids. And then we have 2 film series.
3
film series, right? Because there's that TMNT movie.
Yep.
But I thought that was Nickelodeon.
That was Nickelodeon, but it was done differently than the rest.
Okay, yeah. So
it was done differently than their TV shows.
So we have 4 animated series. So there's 7 Ninja Turtles video styles that exist.
Yep.
It's insane. It's just it's the thing that never dies. I mean, that's kind of the same thing that's happened with like Ninja Turtle or like Transformers has done this. You know.
Yep.
There was Beast Wars. You know, there was all the different animated series before Headmasters. You know, they had lots of different stuff. You know, it's the way all these toy-based IPs work.
Well, even
Star Wars has done the same thing.
I was going to say
Clone
Star Wars.
Wars,
You have the live
Rebels.
stuff. You got Clone Wars. You got Rebels. They're Clone Wars and Rebels specifically are like very different animation styles.
Yeah, and they both
you've
are
got
really
characters that
well-received.
cross over between the two. So it's interesting to see them being animated with such different styles.
Mm-hmm.
Still holding out for Ahsoka Tano to be in the real movies at some point. So we'll see about that.
Yeah, so that's a thing that exists.
I was serious
TMNT
about that Turtle Time
2007 movie.
podcast, though.
Yeah. Oh my god. Wait. Kevin Smith was one of the voices in that. Alright.
Oh no.
Who made this? This is Warner Brothers. Yeah, this was not Nickelodeon tied in at all, TJ.
Okay.
The TMNT. It was its own thing. Because I think the TV and film rights probably are owned by different companies.
Go Ninja, go.
So. Oh my god. Oh. Patrick Stewart was in it?
Does he play?
Wait, was Chris
Pupumochi?
Evans? Who was Chris Evans in this? Was Chris Evans? What's his name?
Casey. What's his face? Casey
Casey
Hockey
Jones?
Boy.
Casey Hockey Boy.
Casey Jones, right?
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
Casey Jones. Chris Evans. I can see Chris Evans as a good Casey Jones. I get that.
Yeah.
You know. Fuck, man. And then they did the 2014 and 2016 movies. God damn. It's 3 fucking movie series. That's too much,
Ooh.
man.
I found something interesting.
Okay.
You can earn V-Bucks in Fortnite. You can farm V-Bucks.
I could turn. Wait, are you telling me I can turn my Delta Sky Miles into Fortnite V-Bucks?
No. You can get V-Bucks in Fortnite Save the World.
Oh. I want to play Save the World, but I'm holding out for it to not be for it to be free to play.
Yeah, but I'd rather start with more classes, so I probably will drop the $60, get the Founders Pack.
Oh, it's so much, man. If
I
it
know
was
it is.
30,
That's a lot of money.
But the thing is, I want to play it first and try it first, and then if I like it, I'll drop the money. You know, that's the whole point of the free.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I thought the Founders Pack wasn't that much.
Well, the base game is 40 without the Founders Pack.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
This is the problem with fucking AAA video games right now. How many fucking versions of this game can I buy?
4, maybe 3
It's
for
just
sure.
too many.
One of which I think is like
It's
$90.
not even out yet. Oh, good. I gotta log into my Epic Games account again. I don't remember the fucking
Stop your
password I made for
request,
this.
You son of a bitch.
Did you send me both? Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Oh, no, it signed me in. Friend request. Oh, yeah. All right.
Oh.
Well, maybe we'll have to play a little bit, huh?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, how much time do we get left in this episode?
Probably not
Really
a lot. I
Yeah.
feel like we've been talking a lot.
I've been talking a lot, but I always talk a lot. Let's see.
The time for our new
How long
end
is this
song.
episode? I don't know. I don't even know. We get off on a tangent. You know, you get a milkshake duck. Matt, I don't know how long we've been recording because I forgot that
About
YouTube,
an hour 40.
Because I forgot that YouTube only shows you... Wait, how long have we been... Okay, if I go back on YouTube, it says we've been online for 40 minutes.
It's lying.
No, that's not true.
That does not seem
We've been
accurate.
recording for an hour and 50 minutes. We've been doing the episode for about an hour and 40 minutes.
Yep, and tangent and just sine over cosine.
It doesn't say that we've been...
Sine,
know.
cosine, sine, 3.14159.
What is happening? Okay, so, Matt, I just want to say right now on YouTube... Right now, I can see us talking, and it says it's at 0.00. If I scroll back all the way, it says the Bite Cola on screen was... Oh, did you pop up the video for a sec? Like an hour into the stream? To remove our faces? Because on YouTube, it says starting soon.
Yeah. When TJ was making it rain.
Oh,
Whatever that
no,
means. I don't know. Internet.
That
You
was
figure
supposed to
it
be the
out.
episode.
Oh, no. There's... Wait. What? I don't think the timer on this is accurate.
It's not.
Because
Fine.
it's saying TJ was in his store on the video 30 minutes ago.
That's not true.
That can't be true.
It takes me 30 minutes
I
to get
think
home.
your playback is just behind.
I don't think so because I just did the play and it's what we're talking about right now. Like 10 seconds delayed. I think this is some odd... YouTube is an odd non-sequential time sequence. Like it is saying... Like the 36 minutes,
it's
40
in fourth
seconds is
dimensional
not
time?
that. Yeah, it's stretching... This is crazy. No, it's doing something weird. Because I went back 6 minutes ago and there's a dick emoji. And so I think it's compressing... Like, there's like a 30 minutes missing between the live and archived version. So maybe that, like, I don't know. Anyway, it says we've been streaming for 2 hours.
Yeah, that's about right. So here's our new end song.
Go ninja, go ninja, go. Go ninja, go ninja, go. Go ninja, go ninja, go. Go, 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 go.
I'm glad I ranted about YouTube for like 2 minutes. That's just weird. YouTube's fucking weird. I don't get it. Alright, thanks everyone for showing up. We had that milkshake talk and done mini science
Don't
corner
forget
about
to
your
like,
pancreas.
comment, subscribe, bell, place. Boy.
Alright, so let's see what's going on in the installs. Alright, let's the bowels of Reddit will be literally one image that I pulled with a short story. Alright, so this was just a like on Reddit when you post a little image or something being like, haha, lol, read this. This was shared to the I think brain cells or something. Here it is. A man brings his buddy home after dinner unannounced at 6:30 after work. His wife screams at him as his friend listens in. My hair and makeup are not done. The house is a mess, and the dishes are not done. I'm still in my pajamas, and I can't be bothered with cooking tonight. What the hell did you bring him home for? And the man says, because he's thinking of getting married, ...
Oh, lol! Lol!
So, women! Oh! Hilarious! Oh, fucking A, dude. And you know what the woman version of this is? Well, I guess my new friend is this fucking vibrator because my man's over there playing Fortnite for 7 hours a day.
Is that a personal story?
I wish. I wish I could play Fortnite 7 hours a day. I get yelled at. But I should be, because you shouldn't be doing that. That is not the way to have a relationship with someone. Anyway. Alright, so I'd like to thank Matt for getting this video demonetized.
No, man, it's pitch shifted. Plus, Clip Converter didn't recognize this as a video that contains music, so I don't think Vanilla Ice counts as music.
Oh, that's fair enough.
Great job, Ron Van Winkle.
Anyway, you can find the website bornintheeighties.net. I think TJ alluded to it earlier. We do have a Patreon, patreon.com, Born in the 80s podcast. Feel free to donate. Or,
I don't know if I
you
mentioned
know?
that on the podcast, but yeah.
That's
I
what I'm
actually
saying.
feel obligated to donate. It's required. If you listen to this right now and you didn't
No.
donate on
No,
Patreon,
no.
you stole this episode. You're
None
a
of that.
thief, and you should feel bad about yourself.
You wouldn't steal a
You wouldn't
DVD.
download a car.
You.
Yes, I would. I would download a car.
I would download the
today.
fuck out of a car if I could.
You wouldn't download Car Talk. So
Oh, actually, you
don't-
can't.
Yeah, I would.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Actually.
My bad.
Oh fuck.
And join our Discord where I put random memes in the nothing but memes.
Yeah.
Which I changed the name to actually have the word "butt" in it.
Okay, yeah. There's a lot less. I gotta get more Zootopia bunny memes in there. Get more hot images of that bunny. I don't even remember her name. All right. Anyway, that's where you can find us. Anyone else have anything to add?
MattandMusic.com.
At MayofMay84. On Twitter. I'm at Twitch. I hope I'll die or even stream.
You can find me
I'll
at
stream.
farmersonly.com.
Farmersonly.com. That's not going in here right. Copy. Paste. Upload. That works.
Oh, TJ,
All right, are we
nice
done?
simultaneous meme post.